Hello everybody, welcome to the video for the first thing to do when you start a game of Battlebrothers. The first thing you should do is, I started up here, just go to the city that you're right next to, right? So click on the city and then your little men will walk there and you will see this city, and you can, the game kind of pauses when you get in the city. You can then go and save it, instantly save the campaign. That's what I tend to do, so that, if I'm not playing an Iron Man. So what happens in this first city, here's the contracts you can do. The 2-star contracts I generally don't do. Caravans I definitely don't do. So we do not interested there. 1-star here, brigands, that is exactly the one that you want to do. You want to kill brigands. So give yourself some time. And then this is the graveyard. So the graveyard is a bit of a dodgy one. You might not want to do a graveyard one, but you definitely want to do brigands. You might want to do the graveyard as well, probably, but you definitely do brigands first. You pretty much always get a brigands mission, and you want to do the brigands mission. So we can actually just fully accept it. We're doing the brigands mission. Now you want to hire some people, and I've got this tooltip with mods. I've got loads of mods, just quality of life. You could look up on the internet what these things do, or track them through years what these do, but they've got the effects of them here. So it's a pretty bad start for hiring people. 50% fewer recruits, buying items for less and stuff. But we're going to hire these guys, right? Hire 3 guys, cheapest ones you can get usually, and you're up to six fellas, and then you need to strip them all. Also, you could you're going to buy these guys anyway, but you want to accept the mission first and then strip all of your men. So you can have a look at their stats and think about how you're going to build everybody. And also you need to buy stuff for them as well. So just had a cough there, very annoying. So this, I've gone for the normal start. So you've got 3 companions. This guy has got determined, which is incredible, I think. Pretty, not incredible, but really good though. The fact that you start with determined is very good, starting at confident, especially early. That's a really good buff. So that's pretty nice. So this is a ranged guy. You always with the standard start, you get a ranged guy and you get 2 kind of combat guys. So the ranged guy, I almost always just make him like a thrower. I guess I should make videos on the different builds, right? But yeah, this guy becomes a thrower, so he wants a bit of melee defense, quite a bit of melee skill, a lot of range skill, and then he can take a bit of HP and a bit of resolve and a bit of fatigue. But he's got pretty decent stats, so he's not going to need much actually. So yeah, so he's going to be like a thrower. This guy is just going to be like a standard frontline dude. Gets up to 30 melee defense. Oh yeah, this mod tells me how high they can get as well, which is quite good. I mean, I know, but it's good if you knew this mod is quite good. I'll do a video detailing all the mods, I guess. So he's going to get to 30 plus gifted. He'll get to 33. That's pretty good MDef. 93 skill. That's pretty good, right? So this is a pretty good combat guy. This one is an odd one for your starting bro. Because his stars are all rubbish. You don't really need tons of health, you don't really need tons of fatigue, and you don't really need good resolve. But he generally has high skill and decent def as well. So his base stats are pretty good, but the stars are rubbish. So I generally make this guy like an early banner who then gets replaced. He's a pretty rubbish banner, his stats aren't good. He just does the job, lets you fight undead and stuff early, and he does a job, and then he probably dies or gets replaced or whatever. Eventually you recruit a good banner, and then you can just replace this guy or whatever. So there's your starting guys from the normal origin, and then we can look at the guys we've just found. So this guy Has got 3 range skill, which is obviously great. 3 stars is very good. Got good growth, but he starts off so bad in it that it's not good to go in to invest in it, and all of his stats are very poor, except fatigue. And resolve isn't bad. He's got lucky, which is quite good. Insecure is terrible. So this guy is just going to die, probably. Completely useless character. The insecure makes him useless. This guy, Ailing, isn't very good. Poisons 1 turn, doesn't do much. Pessimist, -5 resolve at negative morale checks. That's also bad, so he's not got good things at all. He does have 3 stars in resolve. He's got great fatigue because he's a farmer. Farmers generally have really good HP and really good fatigue. So he's got really good HP, really good fatigue. And he's got decent resolve, right? 79 resolve is pretty good. So this guy could be a decent bannerman. He's got a star in MDef as well. So this is actually, maybe this guy we could make into like just a makeshift, like kind of off-tank kind of guy. Like a shield guy, right? Who like a stunner, like a stun guy. 77, 8, so 80 melee skill. Maybe he can like stun things, he can hold a shield. Decent amount of fatigue, decent resolve. Maybe this guy can be like a shield mace guy. And then maybe this guy could be the bannerman because he's got 70 HP, 116 fatigue and up to 80 odd resolve. So maybe this guy will be a rubbish banner. And oh my god, this guy's so cocky is generally really bad because it reduces your MDef, but he's still okay despite it, right? He can get to 29 and then 32. So despite the cocky, he's still got pretty decent MDef. And then tiny, because he's got tiny, which gives him more, but that makes him bad at hitting things. You don't really want somebody who's bad at hitting things. You can get to 74 range skill, which isn't terrible. It's not good, but it's not terrible. Everything else he's got is pretty bad. This is, I mean, these are ropey recruits. Like, it's early game. These are. I don't know if I've probably gone on too much about this, but you've got to make this assessment anyway, right? You've got to assess your bros when you get them. So that is a part of the first thing you do when you start a new game. You assess your bros, you work out what their destiny is, and yeah. So we're looking at this, and we're not very happy, honestly, with this start. These guys are looking pretty bad. Then we can zoom out and look at the map, because the map's, kind of important. We've got a port up the north, which is pretty decent, but it's quite a long way from. Is there a northern city? There's not a northern city. There's a small. So this is bad. There's no big northern city. That's sad. This is quite good. The big harbour city here. Big harbour cities are really good. You get good sell prices there, and obviously you can sail to them. And then there's harbour here in one of the southern cities. So that's quite good. Having we've got corner to corner for the map essentially, which is quite good. And then like big unexplored area here, so we can get like loads of orcs and stuff over there. So that's usually the same, but you can look around here and see like what particular villages there are. So like that's a tundra village, which isn't great. Citadel there. So you've got to look here and like see, mining villages aren't terrible. A settlement. Citadel. So early game citadels are bad, right? Because you can't get jobs there. You want to go from like village to village getting jobs. So you've got to look at these and then figure out your like early rotation. So these keeps aren't good. A large city there, so we can go large city here, village, somewhat larger settlement, large city. Stone Keep's a bad one. Small village there, and then we've got the 2 cities here. So we could go around this area. Could also try and get to here maybe, but we're probably not going to go over here for a long time, right? Keep is not where we're going to go, and this city's okay, so we might divert up to there somehow. So you've just got to think about that. You've got to like look where you are, see where the close villages are. Like that citadel, we're not going to go over there, right? Because ages to go over there. So we're definitely not going to go near the north at all. We're going to stay around this kind of area, killing bandits, killing nomads early game. That's what you want to do. Yeah, I probably should have done that before looking at the team, because it's kind of a different kind of thing, isn't it? So we've bought our men. Now we need to buy some gear for them as well. So if we look at this, I've got this from the pay to win. You know, you get that, it is actually quite good, honestly. So we've got 6 armors. We've got 1 shield. Just really need 1 shield. Like 2 shields is okay. But you really don't need 1 shield early. But I do prefer 2 shields, honestly. So we've got some weapons. Got a crossbow, and we've got like 4 combat weapons. So we can look at the marketplace, see what we can buy. We generally want things that are damaged, because they're quite a bit cheaper. Like that's only 13 to fix, 13 durability, so that's like well cheaper. Like 192. Well, no, it's not 192. 135 down to 91. That's a pretty good saving. And 27, you know, it still stops them getting killed, right? So these armors are decent, because you can like, it's full price, but you can actually put like you can put bone plating on that eventually one day, and it'll be -10, which is pretty good. So padded leather is not a bad thing, but really I'd like to spend as little as possible early game. And these prices aren't good, so I think I'm going to go for another dagger. Oh, this is really dodgy. This is really dodgy. We've got the armors, we've got 3 helmets, so we only need 5 armors, because this guy we don't care about. And these 3 are decent, so we've got 2 guys that are expendable. So we want to give them shields, not him. These guys want shields and daggers. So we do want an extra shield. And then these 3, well, he's got 50 ranged attack, so he can shoot things. And then these guys want to fight things. 60 attack is really good, and 57 is pretty good. So these are attacking things. You'd really want like a ranged weapon, but spear isn't the worst, I guess. He gets a big axe. These get these armors. He gets this. He doesn't really need anything. So we could have a shield and 2 hats. Is probably all we really need here. So, like for 2 durability, that's saving us 25 gold. No, it's not, 15 gold. That's pretty good. That's saving us like 100 gold for 14 durability. So this one's way the best. So we get that shield, and yeah, this helmet. And the straw hats. I like the straw hats. So we get these things. The tools are insane. You can see that you want about 250 or 300 for tools. 200 ideally, but we can't buy anything here. So we want to buy as little as possible. This is a rubbish place to buy at the moment. So yeah, so unfortunately we're going to have to give these guys some really these are bad bros with bad equipment. Didn't roll well on at the start here, unfortunately. But you know, that's Battlebrothers, right? You're not going to get good starts every time. He could maybe have a dagger as well. I could buy an extra dagger, because he's only got a crossbow. But again, it's very expensive. I want to save as much money as possible. We'll get him a butter knife. Right, so there we go. So now we're equipped, ready for the first fight. We've got an idea. We've accepted the contract. We've got an idea of where we want to be going. Kind of the borderline between the grass and the desert is where you want to be generally. So we've got an idea of which of the settlements we can actually do jobs for, and we can even do jobs for these two as well. So got some kind of a routine for the early game sorted out, and then you go and do the fight. So there you go. Thanks for watching, everybody. Don't forget to leave a like and subscribe, and stay fantastic.